Hello students. Today we are taking a new topic about sickness. That is, why do we fall sick and what should we do to avoid falling sick? So students, what do you think? Why do we fall sick? There are germs in our surrounding outside our body, and if these germs enter into our body, they may make us sick because they may affect our normal functioning of our body. And if you remember, if the body is not functioning properly or normally, that is a state of sickness, illness or unhealthiness. So that is why we fall sick. And how can these germs enter our body? Germs can enter into our body through various sources such as air, food or water. The air which we are breathing, the food and the water we are having, they may contain germs. Along with that, there are pollutants in the air also. The pollutants are those factors which create pollution in the air. So these pollutants, when enter into our body, they may cause allergies and diseases. When these germs enter into our body, they start taking up the nutrition. Students, the food which we eat is for gives us nutrition. The body cells use the nutrition for development and growth of our body. But if these germs enter into our body, they start taking this nutrition, and this is how this disease spreads within our body, and they start showing symptoms. So what should we do to avoid falling sick? Students, we should develop healthy habits such as personal hygiene, cleaning of our body, washing hands thoroughly with soap and water before and after meals, then washing hands with antiseptic soap after using toilets, bathing regularly. The nails and the hair may contain lots of germs, so we must cut our nails regularly, we must clean our hair regularly. Then we must eat healthy and balanced diet so that we can have a strong immune system against diseases. Exercising regularly, practicing relaxation technique, and engaging in sports and recreational activities make our mind and body healthy and fresh. And we must avoid contact with an infected person if in case of communicable disease. Nowadays we are listening about the disease which is corona. So it is always told that we must be isolated, we must keep ourselves away from infected persons so that the virus should not enter into our body. So if there is a case of communicable disease, then we must avoid the contact with the infected person. Now, what is fever? Students, this is a thermometer. Thermometer is used to measure fever. This is clinical thermometer. What is fever? Fever is a condition when our body temperature rises above normal. What is our normal body temperature? It is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit is our body normal temperature. If the temperature of the body rises above this, then the condition is called fever. So fever suggests that some of the germs has already entered into our body, and we can measure fever using this thermometer. Then how does the body react to the germs entering it? If the germs has entered into our body, then what does the body will do? There is a defense system into our body. It start taking action. The white blood cells, the WBC, which is present in our blood, they are the antibodies. They try to kill the germs. So the onset of fever is a sign. If we are suffering from fever, that means some of the germs has already entered into our body, and the body's defense system is started fighting off the infections. Once the germs are killed, then the fever will subside. What are some of the measures that can be taken to prevent the occurrence of disease? What should we do to prevent diseases? If certain communicable diseases can be prevented by increasing immunity. Okay, so we can increase our immunity or resistance power, and this can be done through vaccination. Now, what is vaccination? Vaccination is a process of taking vaccine. A vaccine is a special substance that helps the body to rebuild, to build resistance against the germs. So vaccine is a substance which gives us immunity against germs. And vaccines can enter into our body. Vaccines are injected into our body, into the bloodstream in the form of oral drops. Okay, the process of giving vaccine is called vaccination. And also maintaining hygiene helps to prevent disease up to a large extent. So students, this is it. I hope you understood about your healthy habits, maintaining hygiene and developing immune system of your body. Thank you.